Hello everyone! Maxpedition's M1 and M2 waist packs are not new products, they have been around for a while. Also, there are some good reviews here on YouTube, but I always wanted to do a side-by-side comparison so that you guys can decide which one suits your needs better. They are both built to stand hard use. The fabric is Maxpedition's well-known 1000 denier water and abrasion resistant ballistic nylon. There is double stitching on all stress points and all zippers are high quality YKK zippers. Before we get into the details of each pouch, I would like to demonstrate the various attachment and carry options. Unlike the anemone and barnacle pouches, which come with molly webbing only, the M1 and the M2 additionally have belt loops. So let's see the M1 on a belt. And now for the smaller M2 waist pack. Maxpedition's product names often suggest a specific use, but that doesn't mean that this is the only possible use. I'm not a waist pack kind of guy, so I usually don't carry the M1 or the M2 on my belt. Instead, I attach them to my Falcon 2 backpack. The Falcon 2 is covered with molly webbing, which allows for various attachment options. For example, you can attach the pouches to the front area. I usually mount the M1 and the M2 on both sides of my Falcon 2, as you can see here. But what you can also do is to attach them both to one side, one pouch above the other. Another option is to slip the waist strap of the Falcon 2 through the belt loops. This way you have quick access to the items in the M1 or the M2 without the need to take your backpack off your back. As you have seen, there are many attachment and carry options. Now let's take a closer look at both pouches. The M1 is the larger one of the two. The dimensions are 5.5 inch by 3.5 inch. The regular thickness is 2 inch, but as you will see, you can expand the M1 quite a bit. The smaller M2 is 5 inch tall and 3 inch wide. The thickness here is 1.5 inch. Both pouches come with 2 columns and 3 rows of molly compatible webbing. Since the M2 is not as wide as the M1, the molly loops here are a little narrower than here. Also, the width of the M2's belt loop is narrower. The belt loop here is 2.5 inch wide, whereas the belt loop of the M1 is 3 inch wide. By the way, both belt loops come with a little hidden pocket. Now let's turn them around. As you can see, there is not only a difference in size but also in design. Both pouches have a flap, but the tongue-shaped flap of the M2 is relatively small, whereas the flap of the M1 covers almost the complete front of the pouch. Plus, it has a zipper pocket for small items like coins, spare batteries or what have you. A specific feature of the M2 are these 2 pen holders that also can hold a small flashlight. Both front compartments are secured with a quick release buckle. Let's open them up. As you can see, the M1 has this large Velcro strip, which is quite useful because the whole front pocket stretches open quite a bit. Depending on how much stuff you put in here, you can adjust the flap higher or lower. Plus, the bungee cord and the cord stopper allow you to cinch down the front pocket. So you can keep it really tight if you want to. Inside this expandable front compartment, there are two sleeve pockets. A larger one here and a smaller one here. The front compartment of the M2 is less sophisticated, it's just one simple pocket. Now for the main compartments. Both are secured with a double zipper. The zippers go down a little more than halfway. Except for the difference in size, both main compartments are quite similar. There are two sleeve pockets inside. Let's fill the pouches with some stuff. Usually when I'm out and about in the woods for hiking or geocaching, I have my binoculars with me. And also a small digital camera. My cell phone, my GPS device, and some spare batteries, and a small flashlight. I usually lash these two pouches to the molly webbing on my Falcon 2 as I showed you earlier. But the M1 and the M2 are so versatile, I'm sure you can think of many different uses. If you don't mind carrying your EDC stuff on your belt, these two pouches will carry your day's necessities with ease. A lot of people might find them handy for work. There is a multitude of applications. I hope you enjoyed this little side-by-side review. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.